Okay, so you've clicked on this video and you're looking to increase the add to cart rate on your website. Oh, take a look at my screen. What I want you to do is go to your website right now, go on a product page, any product page doesn't matter, and look at the structure of it. If the structure of it looks up to what matches up to what I'm going to describe now, then you've got a problem. Not a problem, but it's definitely somewhere you can improve. So if it looks like a header, the navigation, and then it's got the product info with the images and the description of the products and the buy me button, add to cart. And then that's just one section. And then the second section is you may also like, I've seen things that are even worse and they don't even have the second section, they just have one section. The reason this isn't great for conversions is because two things. You're not giving users, like users are staying less, they have less time on the page. So if you've got a longer page, right, it just gives people more of a reason to scroll down it. And if they scroll down it, they usually stay on that page for longer, especially if it's something that they're even interested in, right? The second thing is you're missing out on easy opportunities to sell that product and convince a customer that that product is amazing and better than everyone else. So let me show you some examples. I'll show you three different bad examples, then I'll show you two amazing examples. So I'm using big brands because they're big brands and they can get away with it because they're big brands. But you can kind of get an idea of it. So you've got the product info section here with the images and description, and then you've got the you may also like. With Boohoo Man, you've got a similar thing, product info, you may also like. Same thing with Zara, product info. Theirs is actually laid out a little bit cleaner. Um, and then you've got the you may also like. Right, if I'm a user and I'd say I'm interested in this Man Active Performance, that's like a product that you sell at your company, you're not really giving me any extra reason to scroll down this page, right? So I can look at the images and I probably will look at the images, especially on mobile. I can look at this a little bit more, but it's just all kind of scrunched into, a little bit of information. There's a lot going on and it doesn't really highlight anything to me straight away. Let me show you a different example and start contrast. Cereal, amazing brand. I love their website, absolutely love it, and the graphics. Anyway, so they've got the usual product info section, but as you scroll down, it's literally from there. They're just trying to convince you that their cereal is elite. That's literally as soon as you scroll down, as you can see, as you're scrolling down, it's not just boring sections. They've got things moving, and you can interact with certain things, and you can have a little navigation below it, and it just looks like the page is alive. And you can see they've made a great use of graphics here, so it's not just text at you. The things that are good about their product, they've put in bold and they've made it clear. Zero sugar, high fiber, gluten free. Whereas sometimes, if you're just on this section, you can only highlight a few of them. As you can see, when I scroll down, they're going to highlight even more. Um, and sometimes they're not as easy to read because there is a lot going on this one screen. Whereas with this, it's just very clear and straight to the point. They've got even more reasons. Uh, just in case you're wondering, is there cereal? How does the cereal stack up against competitors? They've got a section for that, just in case you're looking to compare. They've got reviews. Everyone needs to have reviews, I think, unless you're like a fashion brand and you're going for like really expensive look. Um, then FAQs is also a good one because if a customer is concerned about the delivery of the item, then they're probably going to leave that page and go to like a delivery page. But if you can bring it to them on that page, then it means they don't have to leave at all. And obviously, keeping a customer on the page for as long as possible usually means they'll be more interested and more persuaded to buy. Another one is this Bleem. I came across this on a YouTube video, but you can see they've done an even better job of surreal in some ways. It's not as you know colorful and bright, but it still does the job amazingly well. So they've got a review section here. They've got some copywriting. They probably could have made this a little bit bolder and highlight it cleaner. But they've got this nice little effect as you scroll down. A GIF here with some more copywriting. Uh, a little thing that you can interact with, and it shows GIFs of people using the product. Another section that's five now, six, seven, eight for the reviews, nine for the FAQs, and 10 for these trust badges and whatever. So you can see they've got 10 different opportunities to kind of convince the customer that their product is amazing, that you should buy it now. And you see for Bleem especially, you can see that they've added the add to cart button whilst the user scrolling down the page the whole time. Because let's say that they get down to about here and they're like, okay, cool, I'm convinced. You don't even want them to scroll back up again. They can literally just press buy now and add to cart straight from there. So that's another top tip. So yeah, why would I recommend doing this and making your page longer? It basically means you're giving users more reason to scroll, so more reason to stay on the page. You're not being lazy and you're actually selling the product to the customer. So obviously you've done well by running ads or organic traffic and getting them onto the product page. But now is a great opportunity to say, okay, cool. So our product is amazing because of this, and it's got 0 whatever, and it's got 100,000 whatever this, and it's just highlighting the features of the products and presenting it presenting it visually. It's just another way of looking at the product for the customer, and it can just help skyrocket conversion rates. Some other section ideas you can have reviews. I already mentioned these, but most of the ones from like Cereal and Believe, I'll also link this in the description. If you are looking to really just start and ease something you can do simply, I don't recommend this because it's not that great. I think you can do better with even less effort. But you can see with Nike here, so they've added like an extra product image of the product, and then they've added in this little copywriting line and highlights a feature of the product. And they've done this a couple times on the page. But as you can see, this is still powerful because you can still have, quick storage for your keys and phones. So if I'm buying that tech fleece, I'm thinking, okay, so that's an amazing feature of that product. And they probably could have put that in bold, and the images are too big, so I wouldn't recommend it. But you can see that they've at least tried to, keep you on the page for longer, so you can scroll and you can see more of the products, and they can kind of convince you why you should buy it. So yeah, that's been the video. Let me know if that was helpful. But I'm sure if you increase the amount of sections on your product page and they're good, then you'll see an increase in add to carts. Bye.